Hello and welcome back to the North South. A very hot shoe today because holy crap, it's so warm. And now we also have people dying in stories, which is, yeah, it has a very, why? Why did he, why? No. Yes, Evoland 2. To go into more positive things, before my computer also decides that it's very hot. I say that, it's already technically at its max temperature. It takes it about 5 minutes to do that, I've realized now. I took a timer on it. I shouldn't have, because that made the situation worse for me. It's just, no, it's like me. I cannot explain to you a single reason for why he deserves to die. That's the thing. But deserving doesn't mean that someone has to die. There is very many stories where you have one person who dies and their death will have a great effect on the hero due to the, the hero's journey and all that, and losing people are important for that. It's still like, why this one? You have so many other options. So many other options. Why this one? Yeah, I also liked him. It was a good one. Now, I finished the Viking adventure, which I have to say, I'm not good at fighting Vikings, clearly. Why am I not surprised, Odion? Why am I not surprised? Yeah, that man didn't live a completely positive life. I mean, the part that was positive very much included the entire Potter family. Time travel! Well done. You got a fragment of ice. In the future, frozen continent has almost disappeared. I hope the Vikings will learn how to swim. They didn't. I wouldn't like to feel responsible for their desperation. Desperation? Desperation. Would you shoot? I mean, no, they're fucking dead. Come and see me if you need more information on the fragments of the Magi key. It is too funny for me in this entire game that there's so many times you have one word that needs you to scroll to the next one, so it's just a really awkward pause. Bellatrix is created to be one of those cruel beings that is... I mean, you have a bunch of followers of Voldemort, but a lot of them do it due to, well, fear themselves. Bellatrix don't do that. No. Bellatrix admires it. To the forest. It's time to burn it down for the nature fragment, I think. I assume it's down here. The Sylph Forest. So, are we back in the present? Can't be. We didn't activate the megalith. I touched nothing. I promise. I didn't do anything this time. Some claim that Sylph Forest is located outside the boundaries of time. This must be what they mean. For some reason, it always decided to be within your time realm, which is awkward, but sure. This is a really strange place. Don't you think, Shu? It is a, like, get rid of those characters that you don't truly understand. Yeah, it makes it easier to deal with them. If you just kill them, you don't have to deal with them. And then you also have the fact that, well, as long as Black existed, what proper excuse is there to not let Harry just live there, rather than start his years with the Muggles? Ooh, chest, accidental chest. Defeated by nature. Nature. You got a star. It's a problem. Like, on one side, it is real unfortunate, but at the same time, Black is one of those characters that most definitely has the most effect on me out of those characters to have died. So in that sense, it is the most effective one to do it with, but at the same time, that is also why I don't want it to be a truth! Hello. Welcome to the Sylph Forest. May I take your order? All time streams converge here to form an infinite of nows. It is a marvelous gift from nature that we are all able to spend eternal life in a single instance over and over and over and over and over and over and over without end. Do you not think so? These people are crazy, they are insane, and I don't want to deal with them. Yeah, no, nail biting. I haven't actually done that myself, but I obviously know people who have done it. It doesn't always go well. Ooh, shiny struck. Okay, I can challenge into a card game. I shouldn't. Ready for a game of cards? Yes. Don't be professional. Okay, they're my level, maybe. Maybe. Sacrifice the bear! Play the squirrel and the slime. I'm winning. Play something professional. Yes. Yes. Hang on, I can't afford you. Oh, sacrificing you. Playing the rat, protecting the squirrel, and you don't do damage. Bye-bye. Is that a mana thingamajim? It's a mana thingamajim. I don't have mana thingamajims. That's so unfair. Oh, a mana thingamajim. I want you. And you. And you become my mana. Fight, fight, fight. Oh, you reached the end. And then lost. For some reason, that is always the moment you will lose. Ah, the Discord. Well, yeah, no, it is. It has progressed as much as it did last time, due to my focus not being in that. It's gonna be a great time when it finally is put into the main focus. I have time to do that, because it would be nice to have one. More places to communicate. How many sylphs do they have? Have they not realized that the middle row is a death row? They haven't. Fools. Hang on. I win. Go, son of Dave. Kill them. Ooh. But that's nice. Good game. Yeah, you deserve this card. Wait, I can't. You got a card. You got Sylph. I have Sylph card now. Goku picture's been good. That's a Sylph. That's a Sylph. I have a Sylph now. It's kind of meh. Also, I discovered I bought a radar of sorts, which might be recognizable. But still. If I have... Well, I have to ask what OOT stands for, so that might be a no. I am searching for them, then again it only shows me chests, so they might be in them, I assume. It took me quite some time. Aha, Ocarina of Time. Yes, I have played Ocarina of Time. There's very few games I actually know the shortening of, or think of them as shorthand. Wait, hang on, I never talked to this one, just challenged it to cards and left. Hello, what is your thing? Did you also come here to find your destiny? Just like the other heroes who seek our oracle's wisdom, I suppose. Any tips? I mean, tip number 1, don't die. Tip number 2, use the ocarina. I don't really have good tips for it. It's a long time since I played it, and I only played through it once. So, it's not that stuck in my brain compared to different games that I have replayed hundreds upon hundreds of times, like the Sly Cooper series, because that I've replayed so many times. Oh, it's you. Have you not been here once before? Or perhaps you are not here yet? Time matters little in this place. Okay, have fun with your Ocarina of Time, Silent. What do you mean, haven't and or have? If all presents exist at the same time here, wouldn't I be here at this very moment? I don't know, I'm confused by this place. Oh! Now we just need some rain and an umbrella. Hang on. Okay, I can't get into the position properly because it's bushes. So close. Hang on, I'm seeing something interesting up there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm in a queue. Well, I have found the hero of the Ocarina. Hello. Heroes come from far and wide to have our oracle reveal their next quest. As she knows all of the past and future, she alone can answer the questions. We are the confluence of time streams, so they sometimes wait years to have their fate revealed. Their fans must be anxiously awaiting their return. So this is the lore of how to make a sequel. Okay, hello. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Can't get that song out of my head. Gee, I wonder why, my friend. Hello. Where are my bombs? I know I had them a second ago. I might know, but I don't want to tell. Here! 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 I'm fairly certain that's what he said. This time, I'm totally gonna crush that stuck-up blonde dude. I really hope she's not going to get kidnapped again. Hello. You are somehow different from the other heroes. For that matter, are you even a hero? Also, why are you skipping the queue? What kind of piece of trash are you? Hi! You must get permission from the Oracle if you wish to enter the Sacred Grove. Fine, I'll talk to them. You guys don't mind, right? Like, it's not a problem? Good. No one said no. Welcome, heroes of this world. I'm no hero. I only wish for my son. I know, Dave. The currents of time keep no secrets from us sylphs. All events occur here, time and again, ad infinitum. But that means everything is already written. Everything we do is meaningless and pointless. Quite the opposite, Navari. The choices you make shape your destiny. And conversely, fate molds your choices. Only a few possess absolute freedom, the ability to change everything. You're talking about Shu, aren't you? Yes, Shu is one of those few. His past, present, and future choices may change everything or nothing. Does that mean he can save my parents and village? That I might aid my son before it is too late. Yes, perhaps, and much more still. But you must first gather the 5 fragments of the Magi Key. Is that not why you are here? I have a question for you, Oracle. Ask away, Violet. Isn't it risky to use the Magi Key? It could very well destroy more than it would save. The sheer impact of such an event on space-time. I don't fucking know. I cannot answer your question, Violet. That is one you humans must tackle. To sylphs, past and present are without meaning, as are cause and effect. There is no yesterday or tomorrow, only the eternal now. In this now, you are at once here and not here. You are saying that what we see as before and after to you It is an entirety. Precisely, Dave. That is why we cannot judge things as good or bad. They are simply parts of the same whole, so why would one try to differentiate between them? I'm not sure I understand everything, but I do agree nothing is ever entirely black or white. It's a lot of grey, like at least 50 shades. Take Reno, for instance. He wanted to kill a lot of humans. In a way, he succeeded, because without him, he wouldn't have reached the weapon. We wouldn't have reached the weapon. But if it had been me, and the Empire killed my family, wouldn't I have done the same thing? I'd like to think I wouldn't, but I can't ever be sure of that. I suppose at times we can only judge our actions after the fact. Oracle, can you give us the Mage IQ fragment? Had it been in my possession, I would have gladly given it to you, but the Mage entrusted it to the Guardian of our sacred grove. Long has the Guardian watched over the grove, but his strength has withered away. He was eventually corrupted by the evil spirits of the forest, the Sadistus. I don't think he can hear you in his current state. And keep in mind that different errors tend to merge in the sacred grove, so beware not to wander too much. Is there no way to help the Guardian? Maybe we could get rid of those Sadistus. It won't be an easy task, but perhaps with a Sylph's Tear. A Sylph's Tear? So I need to beat someone up? Such a thing does not really exist, as we Sylphs have neither past nor future. We have no sadness, no regret, and therefore no reason to shed tears. Do you feel pain? I will not answer that for my own safety. And yet, I feel certain you will come by a Sylph's Tear. How can that be? Go see Finrella at the grove's entrance. She can surely help you. Another challenge overcomes you. It sounds dangerous. Oh, but maybe there will be some major runes to excavate. I've always taken to walks in the forest. Your final choice draws near you. You guys still don't mind, right? Good. Very kind of him. Hey, Finrella. Allow me to pass. You wish to enter the sacred grove? I'm afraid that is impossible for mere humans. But wait, you there, you're not entirely human. Who? Me? What are you trying to say? I can hardly believe it, but you have the Sylph blood in you. That explains the wind power. Then you must possess certain powers. Did you never wonder why? Me? I thought everyone could do this. I just thought you was shy and stuff. A Sylph? No, you're not a Sylph yourself. But you must have one in your family. Is someone in my family? Yes, and to enter the sacred grove you shall have to find them. But that's impossible. My family... my whole village is... Think, there must be a member of this girl's family somewhere. You must find this Sylph and retrieve one of her tears to enter the sacred grove. Alright, we have to leave. Now, I only know about one person. Bye-bye. One person, and that is, great something father or something like that. I mean, probably not that great because it's just 50 years ahead of time. But still, he old. And we're back to the future. Let's go. Now, I have to travel in time to past. Yeah. Oh boy, he does not like this place. I mean, this place looks awesome, but it's a lot for the computer. Don't worry, computer, I'll save you. I don't think I'm able to go into land. No, I have to go into the demon lands. Which probably is a safer place than most other places. To the past we go. Time travel. Ahoy! I do wonder if I will accidentally trigger the, Hang on, actually. I would like to travel during the present, not the past. I'm less likely to, because I assume one of the fragments is going to be on this land, probably, and if it's going to be here, it's going to be here when the demons were still alive here. Which was during the war, which was during the past. So let's travel during the present so that we don't accidentally end up in a war. That is highly preferred. Of course, due to this, I'm now gonna have to go over to the Magi Isle to change again, but still. No accidental wars there. Might be safe and no war on the current continent, but the other one has a bit of a scuffle that led to a lot of death and slavery. We're no fans of that. The Empire, on the other hand, very big fans apparently. On the bright side, they still let those demons play cards for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. I'm still trying to understand that one specifically. The cards have spread out for the past 150 years. They're all over the place. You can play with a lot of people. And all my friends, and the son of one of them, are among the people that are on these cards that are roughly 150 years old, give or take. Which is weird. It's weird. And odd. And brings up a lot of questions. Anyhow. To the village. Slowly but surely. Oh, right, I can travel there. Hello. Well, what do you know? We don't get many visitors around here. You're trying to escape the war, right? No. Well, then you must be running from something else. You got nothing to fear here. We're far from all the mayhem. Anyway, that's why I decided to stick around. Oddly, he kind of reminds me of my dad. Of course! You are Finrod, father to Finfrost. You're my grandfather. Oh, it's just straight up grandfather. Yeah, I added a bit too many grands there. The founder of Nibiru Village. Oh, that's what this place was called. I mean, it's gone in 50 years, and it's also created within 50 years. So, You're very sweet, little lady, but I have no son, and I'm certainly too young to be your grandfather. If anything, that's quite an insult. It's true I have decided to establish a village here, but I haven't settled on a name yet. Now that you mention it, Nibiru is a lovely name. Yes, perhaps I should call it that. And we have created another paradox. Nibiru wouldn't have been picked if Nefari didn't mention it, but Nefari only knows about it because he picked it because she mentioned it. There's so many paradoxes in this universe, and I'm trying to comprehend how this functions. No, wait. Soon, a few years from now, you're going to meet someone, a sylph. And together you'll have a son who's my dad. Young man, I believe your friend here has banged her head. Listen to me! Now she's getting irate. I recommend you stay away for a little bit and let her simmer down. You have to believe me. It's gonna happen. So I'm begging you. Ask the sylph to wait for us here. In the year 1000. Wait, no. Not here. Everything will have been destroyed by the weapon. On the bluff. But there's a statue of the Emperor. After he's won. The war. You have to promise. Yes, yes. If it makes you happy, I promise. If you ask me, young man, your friend could use some rest. Okay then, sure. I guess all that's left is to head out. I wish you luck, young man. Bye, Grandpa. Well, it's time to go back to the future. 100 years into the future. I'll be honest, I don't remember if she said in 100 years or year 100. It was one of them. But I can't say which. which is a problem. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. I'm really happy that this island just has good music, since I have to keep going back here. I'm taking a gamble and saying it was 100 years into the future, rather than in year 100. Because the problem is that the statue is there in both scenarios, so I can't narrow it down there. I really should have paid attention, because now I might have to backtrack. And me having chosen this timeline specifically to do it has now led me to, if it's wrong, I have to time travel twice. Since I will enter the past and then the present to reach the point in time I want. That trees be spooky. To the bluff. Is this the timeline? Actually, now that I think about it, I feel kind of dumb. Because of course it would be in the year 100, the present timeline, because that's the model that the sylphs have. They have a model that fits the timeline of the present, not the future and not the past. We don't have a sylph from the past model. We have one in the present. I should have deduced that, actually, because the Vikings are only... Well, actually, the Vikings exist in the past and the present, and wiped out in the future. Whoop-de-doo. But for most parts, things tend to stay in one, and with the sylphs kind of continuously existing in the present, it will make sense that it just looked like the present, even when going outside, I guess. It's weird. I guess the Fari's grandmother, just weird looking. That's probably an insult. Then again, there's also that guardian, or whatever that being is, in the Wind Valley that will upgrade Nefari to the later stage. That might just be a sylph, which would make sense, wouldn't it? We still have to upgrade Violet, and also to figure out who wants to upgrade Dave. I haven't found out who that is. I haven't checked with the J-Man if he wants to, but I am also slightly afraid that he might want to have a rematch in the fight. You never know, you never know. To the bluff. Hello. Ah. Shiny. So this wasn't her in 150 years? What the fuck? Yeah. Emma? Who the fuck are you? Nefari. You haven't changed a bit, my dear. But how? This is first time. We already met once, when you came to Sylph Forest. Such a long time ago. But I suppose for you, it was only yesterday. No, it was like 2 minutes ago. But I don't even remember. We only spoke briefly. At that time, I was but a young sylph among many others. But after seeing you humans with your boundless hope and bubbling excitement, and that friend of yours utterly destroying me in a card game, I wanted to explore the world for myself. So I left the forest for good, in the hunt for my revenge, even though I knew my choice would end a short-lived life. So that's how you met Finrod. Yes, my journey began with all the places I'd only heard of. The world is so beautiful and fragile, no day like the one before. I had never felt so free. Eventually I met your grandfather, Finrod. He was quite shocked to meet a sylph, I should say. Many years later, as his last bit of strength faded, he remembered promising a slightly mad girl that I would meet her here. And boy, did he believe you were crazy. I waited for you since that day. Oh, Grandma! I'm so sorry. All this time, you were here so close by. I regret nothing, Nefari. True, my life was a short one, but I have felt more things within a few years than I did spending eternity in the forest. I am only sad to leave this world behind, never having beaten that little shit behind me. Not having been able to hold you, not having seen you grow up and be happy, not being able to help you in your adventures. Oh, Grandma, but you do help me. Every time I use my powers to aid Shu, you're with me. I do what? I don't want to help him. But thank you. Thank you, my sweet Nefari. Thank you, granddaughter. Live each day like it's your last and treasure every moment, because time will pass you by. I leave this to you as a farewell gift. The tear I shed when I was utterly crushed. Grandma. Farewell.
Victory spoils. Heck yeah.
You got a Sylph's tear.
Death always makes you cry.
Eh. Depends on the death. I'm not wrong. Supposedly a very sad moment, that, but, yeah. Doesn't help when my brain is hard-coded into the whole, well, shame, innit? But, if we met them in the forest, it's obviously the one I'm beating cards. I hope I can reach the Sylph Forest even now, because it shouldn't really matter when you reach the Sylph Forest. It should be any time, because, yeah, it will always send you to the present either way, and I am in the present, so it makes no difference right now. To the forest. Let's see if anyone has something new. Yeah, welcome to the Sylph Forest. I will continue to assume this being the grandma. Yep. Wonder what these rocks are meant to be. If they're just symbols. Hello. I don't believe it's that one. Nope. Ain't that one. Ain't you. Well. Let me through. You have a Sylph stare. Be careful not to lose your way in the sacred grove, as different eras merge there. Oh, this is gonna be confusing, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be demanding and confusing. Hang on. This way. For a chest. Yes. Haha! A chest. Okay, how do I get to it? Yep. I don't know what that is. I'm probably gonna figure out how to move them later on. Out of my way! Those slimes. Schlimps. I assume that's some kind of slime thing for now. First of all. Oh, they look so friendly. You can't blame me for that. He was a friend. I'm fairly certain he was supposed to be a friend until he wasn't. Well, I guess I... Oh lord. I stuck myself beneath the shroom somehow. Don't know how. Well, I'm not gonna go in front of him. I missed. Fine, we'll do this. Hang on. Yeah. Get it past. You're back. You're still alive. Just be. Ah, right. Okay, we go back to Evoland 1 kind of logic here to deal with the situation. Because in this timeline, these haven't grown up yet. Ooh, and... aha! Kill the tree. First of all, I can go up here. I want to know what this is. Because I'm suspicious. Okay, that's clearly supposed to be something here, right? The radar isn't picking up on anything, but my mind... Am I gonna die? Okay, that seems fine. He seems deadly. I don't want to talk to him. Yeah, okay, this might be something I have to do in the future, then. Instead of now. Bast. Hang on. It's gotta be here somewhere. Yeah, any place now. Ooh. Ooh, is it? Aha! It's that puzzle again. It's just now more terrifying, because they will kill me if I don't do it correctly. And now that I have moved him in this town. What are you? For real, what are you? Well, time to go back to the present. I assume this just sends me to the present. Okay, green is the present, blue is the past. Which would mean that the one over here, yeah, frames, is the future. So I assume I have to be in the future somehow to do this part then. Mayhaps. Oh, this is weird. This is such a shift. Ah, in the future he's sleeping. So in the future I can sneak around and attack him! And wake him up. But now he's so old! The poor bastard. Now they will kill each other. Wait, hang on. How does this even help me though? I've only moved him in this timeline. Yeah. Not my intention. I was planning on hitting him. Oh, okay. That just doesn't work. How does this help me? I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow. Yeah. Slimes, just stay dead, please. Can I go up there? I can. But I can't get past him, can I? No. Very well. I don't know what benefit I get from opening this path to me, though. Hang on. Gotta be sure I don't miss the chest. I have a radar for a reason. That I've forgotten the name of. Okay, the chest is right... Okay, I thought I went into it for a moment. Yeah, come on. Yeah, man. Fine, I'll do it normal way. I don't know what it is, but I'll do it that way. To the present! Oh, okay. Ah. I see. Okay, that's the important thing, because I'm still technically in the Sylph Forest, which is always the present, but at the same time not. So all the things that are happening at the same time, yet not at all. I have to go back to the past. And I'm leveling up slowly but surely by me killing the slimes every single time I do a time shift. Trust me, I'm gonna need it. How else am I gonna reach level 100? That's the goal of every RPG, isn't it? At the very least. And a slime thinks he's allowed to survive. I think not. I'm so strong. Look at them, best friends. What's this hole? Seems important. I see what the hole is now. If I was a bit slow, I would have died. Although I assume it wouldn't actually have done anything if not. Can I go down here? Wait, is that... Interesting. Ah, because I can't go this way now. But I can in the future. I thought for the most part that I can only use from one to another that are connected, but no. This is a future slot. So sad, can't cut grass in the future. Old shrubs. Hey, sleeping, Eddie. Why do I want to push you up? don't understand why I want him up there. Chest. It's right over there. I'm so close. Oh, right, because now he's blocking the path. So I'm gonna be safe! Clever lad. Of course, I can't go in front of him now. He's gonna blow me up. And I can't get past it either way, so it doesn't matter. What is that? That's so scary. Now, it's all fair and games that these things exist, and I don't really care about the trees, but I want to know what that thing is. What is that thing? And I'm slightly tempted to die to it, but at the same time, I really shouldn't. I really, really shouldn't. It would be a terrible idea. Okay, can I reach the chest? I want it. I want it. I want it. I can't. The temptation is so strong. But I won't. No. Because I haven't confirmed yet whether or not doing that will lead me to the last point I shifted in time. It's immortal. It's bloody immortal! Why are you immortal? It's not as immortal as I thought. Just... Dave, do the thing. Dave, you missed. You missed by a mile. Dave?
Oh.
Dave, I'm gonna need you. Kill it. It's immortal. It is immortal. Run. How do we even fight this thing? Right, can Dave... Ooh. Dave, do it. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, we'll just continue using Dave. Now. The power of Dave. Thank you, Dave. This place is gonna kill me. No, I understand what that thing does. Okay. At least we confirmed the fact that I do, in fact, respawn on the last place I did shift time and space. Woohoo! We also confirmed that I still have no clue how to get the chest. Also, woohoo, I guess. And do not go south. South is death. That's a chest. But in the wrong timeline. Ooh. Still not the right timeline. Dave? Why you not do it? Why you not do the thing, Dave? Dave, do the thing. Okay, I see. Those are also asleep, but those guys are actually heavy sleepers compared to the rest. So I have to make sure I do it in the past, when they actually bother to react to someone attacking them. After 100 years, they learned the fact that, you know what? It doesn't actually hurt. I really shouldn't care. I don't even know why I care to begin with. Dude, you okay?
You came to help our guardian. My kin and I will help you out. Listen to our advice if you lose your way. Once they get big, the tomatoes can prevent the sadistas from spotting you.
Oh. Alright. The chest. Yes! You got a star. Also, are you the sadista? Why does the sadist always have to dress in black? Don't look at my black clothing. Let's go. Did she take a dive? I think she... Hello? You okay? You're supposedly good enough to block it, but I don't know how to use you. Because you're not awake. I guess I have to go through present when you're still awake, because you're one of those who don't care. The trees are the only thing that cares in the future, it seems. Better slime. Did I freeze that thing again? I did. Ah, I see.
Oh,
Ow. Stupid tomato. I have to run in now. I ran in too quickly. I understand. So that's a tomato and that's a sadista. Yeah, that's EXP. I have to wait for the tomato either way. I understand now what I'm supposed to do. After having frozen that thing twice and not taken action upon that, I do in fact feel stupid. I'm obviously supposed to freeze it when it's above it. So let's do that again. There we go. That was easy. When I finally used my brain. Should have done that earlier. Ew. That's death over there. Is it death for a long time? Ooh. Wait, is that a battle of a different era? No, it isn't. I don't know why, it just kind of looked not there. Well, you know what to do. Thank you. Oh. He seems angry. No! It's getting Chester. It's the wrong era. Also, I can't really do anything with him yet. Well, gotta freeze the tomato again. Not getting run over by the tomato. Thank you, tomato. The power of tomato compels me to win. Hang on, did that thing shoot fire down her? Oh no, I just can't walk past her because... I think... Yeah, because now the tomato just kind of sleeps there. Thank you, future timeline. And this... I can't do that. I can't even do that. I need to be in the present, question mark, past. I haven't paid attention to which timeline I'm in. Framies. Dave! Darn it. Okay, present. So the past is when that chest is available. Now, I'm gonna have to wait for the tomato to do an entire run, but that's probably why the tomato takes much longer to go past that point there. So you have time to do this. And then in the future, I can now run past that place, move the tree for some reason. It'll all make sense in the future. When I'm in the future. The future of the future. There we go. Nailed it. I can't get past there yet. That's because I can walk here because that thing was in the way. But now it ain't. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it very slowly, but I'm getting it. Yeah! I forgot!
oh,
No, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. That was nothing but painful. Hang on. Did I don't remember. Okay, yeah. I could not, in fact, pick up that chest yet. It's on the radar. Oh, there's a lot of them on the radar. One of them are blue, and I don't know what that means. But I want to know what it means. Can I go through here? No, I can't. Don't you dare. I knew it.
Come and disturb me, who does?
Wait, hang on.
Come and disturb me, who does?
I'd realized its name. Huh?
Watch out, Shu. He seems pretty tough. You can count on me, Shu. I'm going to use my full strength in this battle.
Wait, you haven't done it yet? Wait. This is most certainly the Forest Guardian.
I can't believe I almost turned him into wood chips. We are sincerely sorry, Mr. Guardian, sir.
I am not certain he can understand us. He seems in rather poor health.
Let's try using the Sylph Tear.
It might work, it might not. Oh, right, I have to. Candidate's been licked. Nah.
From the Sadistas' evil influence, heal me you have. My thanks you have, younglings.
Oh no, we're younglings, run!
I'm glad to see you're doing better, Forest Guardian. The Guardians we ran into before were slightly more aggressive. Reward you I must, yes. Sadly, very little do I possess.
I can't do a Yoda voice, honestly. I can't do a Yoda.
The Oracle told us that the Major had entrusted you with a fragment of the Major key. Indeed, this fragment I have. And give it over to you I will. Good care you will take. Dangerous this fragment is. We'll do our utmost to remember that, Venerable Yoda Tree.
That was easy. You got a fragment of nature.
And yet, that I am. Now trapped in this sacred grove you are. Trapped? But why? Fuck you, that's why. Overrun the sacred grove the Sadistas have. Strangers escape they cannot. That's awful. I can't be stuck here. The force I sense in you, younglings. Stop calling us younglings, that's terrifying. Aid you perhaps it can.
It? As in the clown? The force? What force?
Find it perhaps you can. But most surely you. It will find you.
What a curious way he has of speaking.
We have to find it, Shu. Whatever that is. I'm not in love with the idea of being stuck here my whole life.
There's a lot of things you don't like, Nefari, to be honest.
But what force is it he was talking about?
The force of murder. Also, I want this chest. Okay, so I can't return now once again. Yeah. Can I go over here, at least? I want that chest! Hang on. It's still blue. What is blue? Aha! That's just... I ain't dealing with that. I'm dealing with the blue first. Oh, you're the blue.
The Sadistas overrun the sacred grove they have. That it is. But fight them I cannot.
Good for you, old man. I guess. Ooh, hello.
He seems really nice. Thanks for saving our guardian. My kin and I will help you. Listen to our advice if you lose your way. Continue searching for it if you want to be able to leave the forest again. If not, you're happy to stay here. Not sure why the fuck you would do that, but you know you are. Have fun.
Ow. Damn it. Darn. I don't know what I hit, but I hit a lot of things there. Wake up. Thank you, Tomato. Let's not get hit by him on his way past me this time. And... Man! That sucks. Let's try again. Third time's the charm. I just had to. I saw it couldn't work, but I had to. I was hoping it would reset it, and it did. Kind of.
Oh.
Ah, no. We have to do next one. Hey, can you tell the tomato to stop? Just chill out for a minute. No? There we go. Finally. Ooh, how much? Do you have to be over there? Fine. Hang on, that's the way to the chest. I'll get back to it. I hope. I really hope. It should be, because, different timelines. And a chest right next... Hello? Oh, no.
What do you wake me up for? Man, I only slept about 12 hours. And yes, 12 years technically. Give or take a few hours. Let me have some peace and quiet. What you doing there, huh? Who exactly are you anyway? What? You came to look for the Magi thingamajig? And now you're stuck in the grove? Jeez, what a dumbo. Shouldn't have come there, you. What? You don't have to destroy the Sadistas. Now, come on. A little baby could do that. All you gotta do is ask a Trunkadile to ban him out. What? You don't have to talk to the forest beasties. I suppose you human folk can't do much, can you? But you do have a strength. Those lazy old Trunkadiles never lift a claw, but you went to budge them, eh? Sire.
That's not good, boss.
So here's the plan, Stan. I help you chit-chat with them Trunkadiles, and you help me burn out them Sadistas.
I knew it. It was gonna be awesome today.
I mean, you did help out the Jaces, so I guess I can do the same for ya. How about it?
No. Okay, fine. I have to do this.
Oh, hey, I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah, you're not Navi, that's for sure. I didn't think I had more things to name. What's annoying? Hang on. I don't have enough letters unless I do it like this. There we go.
I'm Struggle, and don't you go complaining about my love for small talk.
Struggle has joined a team. Oh, Lord. Hang on. There's no Struggle there. I've been lied to. What is Struggle's thing? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I am Struggle. I am struggling right now. Fine. Did Struggle just commit murder? I think Struggle just committed murder. It's a heinous crime. I approve of it. Thank you, Struggle. It even killed a tomat. Poor tomat. I feel like the tomat deserved it for sure.
But the chest is right there.
Darn it. Wait a minute. I can go back for the chest. Yes. Look at that tree. Oh. Okay. Good. Hello.
The sadistas overrun the sacred grove they have. Sadists,
Yes. Well, he looked scary. He looked detailed, that's for sure. So much older now. Can you...
Hey, listen. I'm in another time, yeah? Come and join me if you want my help.
Look up there. It's a friend. Time shift. Well, I guess I'll just continue burning everything. Look at the friend. The friend is amazing. Fire. Fire. Fire at will. Oh, I actually have to interact. And then I had to go into the future, because if I'm not in the future, that thing's gonna shoot me. I see. Okay. Wait. Are they telling me this is that thing? Hello? Struggle can travel very far, but only in your own time. Unnoticed? Chest. The time has come. Hang on. Struggle, you can't travel in this timeline, can you?
Hey, listen. I'm in another time, yeah? Come and join me if you want my help.
I feel proud of having named that thing Struggle. Don't mind me. Okay, mind me very much. How even? That's apparently the past. I want the present. Hang on. Why is this the present? I guess I'll just send Struggle all the way down here then. Kill them all. Kill them. Then we travel back again. And what's that? Present. Might have been wrong. Kill the slime. At least I got... I didn't kill the tomato. I did not kill the tomato. Hang on. Is this not the present? No, that's the past. Okay, the colors don't work in the way I thought they did. They don't work in the way I thought they did at all. Ah, wait! Hang on. I want to talk to Tiny Tree. I want to talk to Tiny Tree. He looked so small and adorable. Look at him. Hello. Struggle can travel very far, but only in your own time. He's adorable. This forest is most definitely one of those places that's just, we're gonna need a lot of mods for the different timelines. Let's just wait for the tomato to be right in our fragment. Kill it! Thank you. It had to die. It had to. It knew too much. Freedom. There's another. Hang on a minute. There's chests in this direction. No! Stupid timelines. This is a chest all the way over there. That's past Struggle, isn't it? I have to go back. I must return. The Time Lord says so. Me, I'm the Time Lord now. Which timeline is that? It wasn't this one, because this is the one I'm in right now. Anyway, I'll just kill a few slimes first. For my own amusement. How did I not get that one earlier? Interesting. Let's try a timeline. It's up there. Hang on, let's just boop. It's funny.
And this way. Well, it's gotta be this timeline. If it ain't chest in this timeline, I don't know how to reach the chest yet. At all. Well, it's a surprise I didn't notice it earlier. Something's wrong here. Oh, look at him, adorable. They're so much better when they're young. Where did you come from? Thank you. Now. Okay. It's in the past. I don't know how to get her in the past yet. There should be a way, I just don't know it. I'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully. Maybe. Probably. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Forward! Bum, 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 bum. And here was dead as well. Okay. I have to progress and then somehow figure out the rest later on. Die, potato. Didn't want to die. It's also not a potato, so a lot of things are flawed in that plan. Please cut the grass. Thank you. Right, that's the chest I can't reach yet. But will, eventually. Bully him! Oh, I'm almost at the beginning. That's not good in my own opinion. Because this is one that I'm probably going to shove back or something like that. I don't know how to deal with you yet. I'll just push you. Ah! Okay, that's the solution to that one, actually. Still need a solution for you. To the past! Because that's a fun time. I'm stuck in a tree. I can't see you. I know you're there. Happy old Yoda. Bye, Yoda. Look at tiny tree. He's adorable. I ain't gonna move. Now, for my chest. Nefari. Kill them. Well, when I say kill them, I didn't mean multiply them. That's kind of detrimental to my plan. The chest is mine. You got mana. I have 3 mana now. That might be enough. In the case that I need 9 mana all in all to upgrade everyone's abilities. I'm probably gonna give it to Dave. The moment I figure out how to upgrade Dave. I'm gonna prioritize Dave. I use Dave the most. I like Dave. Just look at this power. It's power. I don't know if it's kind of Earth-like or if it is fire or a combination. Because the ground pound originally is just kind of a very sheer force or power, but then you have the upgrade, which includes a fiery explosion. So it's a 50-50. I have another thing I can do now. That one over here. Okay, I have to use this one to do that. There's a lot of time travel for these chests. And the different timelines have different walking speeds. The past is the slowest. But I can finally reach the chest. Yes. What are you? What do you contain? What are your secrets? Don't be goop. Arcano! Heck yeah! Still have that one as well. But why would I push the shroom? Why would I want the shroom pushed? I won't be able to get past her, man. I mean, I still can't get past it unless I am in the future. Yeah, I go.
I just realized that I was in the timeline. I probably need to be there. Because Struggle can travel far. And far Struggle will travel. Oh. Can't pass that. Is that why this is a thing? Kill it. Okay, can't pass water. Can't pass those. Okay, Struggle has been defeated by water. That sucks. I had to think a bit more then. Can I push you? No, I can't. Ah, wait, I can. Of course I can. There we go. Now I can do this. Lovely. I think that chest is available for me in the present. Because it wasn't available to me in the past. That I picked up the other one, and it's not available to me in the future, so it has to be the present. And now I can walk through all of these. Hang on, that was wrong. There we go. Aha! 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 Now I can walk here and open the path for Struggle. There we go. Go! Struggle! Just possess him, just possess him, just make him kill them. Send him to take him out. Fine. Perish. They did it! They killed the thing! And move. Thank you. Oh, more time travel. Okay, that... I don't know... Is it the future this is? No, that shouldn't be the future. It's probably the past, actually, looking at those two. That would make sense. Ah! There we go. Everything is solved. Kind of. But I want more. This here is the scariest. Genuinely, for me, the scariest. Why? Oh. Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I understand why now. That's the thing I saw earlier and was afraid of.
We did it, Shu. We're almost out of the sacred grove. All we need to do now is return to our own time.
Yeah, nah. Nah, ain't gonna do that. We have other things to do. It has begun. The big puzzle for the last chest. Well, I say that, there's still one more chest I have to figure out, so I'm gonna have to backtrack a bit for that. Probably. But now I can kill all the sadistas. I'm surprised they've been struggling with them, and these things can just casually kill them. Okay, for some reason I thought he wasn't planning on murdering anyone for a moment there. That was not the case. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're making me jog. You're not making me happy. Hang on. Yes. Time shift. Is this the right timeline? It is. Do your thing, Struggle. Fire. Fire. I think it's dead now. Oh. Wait, no, it's not. I have to make it go down. I never did that. Whoops. I have to go to the future to do that, because then I can walk around it. I guess. I thought. I was wrong. How do I get there? Dave? No. Dave have no power here. But I want him to go down. How do I get over there? Huh. Was it in the past? Because I can't tell. There might be in the past. I just didn't notice it. Ha ha ha! It was not. It was not. Nope. Didn't help to be sneaky about it. Just move! Stupid plant thinks it's better than me just because I'm not that bright. How do they always know? They always know that I'm kinda stupid. I need you to go down, sir. Sir, please. Just the moment I see bushes, I assume there's some kind of path in them. Doesn't mean there has to be, but I assume it. Please, just tell him to go down. I tried to press all buttons except for the fire button. Look at my face. Future! Must be a reason why I can walk past them. It's nothing to do with me pushing him down again, right? No. But the future is probably just to send him back. Probably. That doesn't help me right now. How do I get to that place over there? I don't even know how to get there. I can't remember having seen that place before. Hang on, I'll try and walk around. Right. I tried to walk around. It didn't work. Let's try and do it in the present. Might still not work. The slime has traveled to the future. Right. That does also not work. What could it be then? Something's missing. Something important. I just can't put my finger on it. Yeah, because I can't get past this point. Huh. I will always regret traveling in this speed, because it's very slow. The solution must be here somewhere. I mean, it's obviously out there. That's the last one I have to kill, technically. Okay, there's only one thing for me to do in my confusion. To walk through the entire path again, but this time with Struggle. So I may kill them all. And potentially get that one chest I still haven't collected. Because I want it. It's mine. It belongs to me. Watch out, coming through, murderer. Let's just make sure that things are in place before I travel in time. They are. I can commit murder now. Good. To the present! I think. Yes. I've given up on the colors. I thought they were color-coded for something, but that was proven wrong eventually. Or I, for some reason, haven't registered as the correct colors. It's a 50-50.
Kill him!
Thank you. Oh, what benefit do I have of killing him? Not much, really. But he's dead. And I prefer that.
It's much more fun that way. Now that they're sleeping, I don't know what I was planning. Somehow pushing him back would make me able to walk down there, but I don't have a place down there. I have to go back to the past. At least I'm killing more sadistas. It's really not a lot of EXP in this place. Kill the tree. Thank you. What even was this place? Oh, it was to push him. Right, because in this timeline I can continue walking. Because the things haven't grown yet. I see, I see. And then spooks. No? Oh. No spooks today. Go back. No. Never mind, I killed that thing for no reason other than the fact that I am now a murderer. Nothing's changed, really. Nothing has changed at all. Another potential murder victim. Or not? I don't really know. Dave! Do the thing. Thank you. Do it again. Thank you. Was this the timeline where I can get that chest? Yes. This is the timeline. But I can't go there. This one needs to die somehow, but how would I get this one killed? I don't have that long of a path, do I? Gotta swap the shrooms. Thank you, Dave. This is such a different one from the Vikings and Pirates. Because trying to get that one took quite some time. Trying to get this one, it didn't take that much time. It's just leaving that takes time in this one. They freeze that one, but before that I want to be able to push something. Can I push it? Okay. I push him a little. That's the beginning, but he has to move even further. Alright, I think. Yeah, because I have to be in the past to continue pushing him now, I think. Hang on. Present? No, he's not going to burn anything in the present. He's going to be useless in the present. I have to go back to the past! I think, in theory, I can push him over here and burn that one. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, the Freebies be having sumis. We have reached even hotter temperatures than before. The 90 has reached 91 and rising. Now lowering. Now rising again. The computer is really fighting. Maybe even dying. Fairy! Tell him to kill. Yeah. Please tell me he moved. Pretty please. I don't want to check by what... Okay, he hasn't moved. Because if he moved, he would be standing blocking there now. Darn it. That's what I get for being impatient and pushing him. Note to self. This thing kills you. No matter what. In one hit. Let's just slowly follow him and see what he does. He stops. Now we just need a correct timeline. We can kill him. Hang on a minute.
Okay, I can walk past that. Whoops. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Aha. Step. I never learn. I never learn. Color-coded mushrooms are difficult to deal with, okay? Stupid color-coded mushrooms. I think they're better than me just because they're better than me and all that stuff. Now then, to the present, where I will send Strugel at them. Go! Kill. Good. Now that you've done that, go down. And stay there. I think that's okay. And what was the entire plan of having him killed, actually? Oh. I guess I can kill another. Why let anything live when you cannot? Then we go to the future. Because in the future, they're asleep. During the time they're asleep, I can push them. Did you kill him? I saw him die. Anyway, you're not... Actually, this is gonna be important, isn't it? Darn. Darn it! I watched him die. How is he alive? I see. He's dead again. Is he gonna stay dead? Or is he gonna come back again? Is he ever respawning? Is that what you're telling me? Oh. Almost there. Thank you. Okay, he is a constant. That's annoying. Oh, old man. Hang on, am I allowed to move you again? No, I have to be over there to do that. I am not over there right now. I guess I'm gonna have to use the tomato. Because I can't get past that without it. Now, I need you to not be there, but to be there. I replaced one evil with another. Not very effective, is it? Still don't understand why they start shooting at me immediately, but they let their friends go in peace. Hang on, I don't remember if it was death up this way. There wasn't anymore. Now, that thing's dead. I don't have to think about that. I still have him. I can... Can I pick up that chest now in peace? I might be able to. Alright, which timeline was it? Might have been the past. Ooh, it might be the past. I don't like if it's the past. I don't know how to get there in the past. Or do I? I might be able to go the entire way in the past now.
Oh.
Ow. Wait, no I can't.
Oh.
Ow. Darn it! Still can't get there in the past. Okay, you I can push. Because if you're pushed, then I can get past you. And the other one I can push here now. Right? Oh, I missed. I'll get him next time. Just gotta wait for the tomato to move. He's moving, he's moving. It's working. My ingenious plan. Oh wait, he's not there anymore. I don't have to think about him. To the future. So that I may travel back to the past. Yeah, now he's stuck in the corner. And I can walk here in peace. Get to the past. And from the past we can travel all the... Actually, let's move this one first. There we go. I walk all the way back here. Would be nice if we could just casually walk past it, but of course I can't. Now these things seems immortal, and a Chmotl seems immortal. I still don't understand how on earth, or whatever this plane is, the Sadistas managed to take over. Are these people just lazy? Oh, creatures of the nature. Lazy. Yeah, they're lazy. Because now I can just walk up here and get the chest! Ha ha ha! You got shoe! What? Have I been here the entire time? I'm so strong. For a moment there, have I been able to walk this way the entire time as well? I have not. Good. You better give me that power. Now, back to figuring out how to get the last one. Because I still don't know the answer for that.
That is still a mystery.
Alright, due to me not having done that, I can't walk past him. In this timeline. I do have to walk quite a fair bit back though for that. Travel! Bum 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 bum. I have no idea what kind of music that is. I mean, I've even listened to music. Why am I making music? Oh, right, because I can't follow a tune. I remember now. Okay, how far can I run? How far can I run? Oh, right. This is as far as I can run, because I can't get past it at this stage. Because the tomat is immortal even if it's killed. Which shouldn't be a thing, but it's a thing. Perish. Perish. For the future. Okay, what's the future? I was gambling on that. And here I can just casually walk past it. That's just... Ha ha ha! It worked. And now... I believe I should still be able to do the shroomies in this timeline. I just don't want to bother dealing with them. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, because I have to do it twice. Would have been annoying to have done it ahead and then realize, wait, that doesn't work. Hello again, Yoda. I found it. I just realized I should have called it it. I should have called Struggle it. Ah, oh, man. And now I also understand why it's called it.
Oh.
You have to find it. Ooh. I'm just trying to find the highest point where I could potentially shove that one. I don't remember what those beings are called. Nope. This ain't it. That ain't above it. I'm fairly certain this is way far behind. So am I supposed to solve this one? There must be a way. There's only one chest left. And a card? Wait, there's a chest and a card? Oh, there's someone I can challenge. Hang on a minute, there's someone I can challenge? Is it you? No. I don't think it's any of the trees. I hope it's not any of the trees. I also don't know if I can win. But I have myself now. It's him, obviously. He's so ready to fight me. He's ready to win. Just as right there. To get that, I have to kill the last dark thing.
Are you the one who wants to play cards?
No, it's not. Die, slime. How many times have I killed that slime? Immortal bush. Well, Dave, do the thing. Thank you, Dave. How far can I walk? Okay, this is the limit. Let's just cut the grass. For all the reason done cutting the grass. Seems valid to me. Do I want to time travel? I don't want to time travel. Not yet. First off, I want to... Okay, yeah, no, I have to time travel. We're back to where we started. Now, I did get another chest due to me now being able to kill these things. But I also am still struggling with the end. It's also interesting that I'm doing a lot of time travel, but none of this time travel is the same as the Megalith wormhole time travel, which is why we then haven't heard anything from Ayama. That or Ayama noticed that we have this thing with us and decided, nah, I ain't dealing with that. Just no. 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 Nobody, no. How do I get you down? Let's try this. Nope. There must be a way. Right? If I suddenly find out, I'm gonna be feeling stupid. Like, these places feel like I should be able to walk past them, but I obviously can't. Okay, let's try and shove him back temporarily. Just to see if there's... I don't believe it should be able to push him slightly further down. No, because the moment I send him down, he's going all the way down there. That ain't gonna work. Oh, okay, I am stupid. Run. Okay, that didn't work. I thought if I managed to get that before him, but wait, different timeline. Beat him in a different timeline when he is slower. Oh. But which timeline would that be? I see my mistake. Allow him to figure out where he is. If not, he's gonna somehow figure out, you know what, I'm going back over there. It's much better on that side. Ow. Thank you for the healing. Okay, now I can go there. I'm very good at missing the portal. Okay, because now I can be behind him. I see. But am I faster than him right now? I don't think I am. I don't think I am at all. Oh, I'm ever so slightly faster. Oh boy. Let's go. He's gonna kill me. He knows where I live. Okay, I did it. I finally did it. I solved it. That took some time.
Hey!
Did you kill them both? Just for good measure? Thank you. Okay, let's go back to the future. Oh. I just realized that the future isn't gonna work because I need to be in the past to get out of there. And then I have to get back to the future to push him back so I can get past him. And then I can get the last chest. Because Struggle can't tell him to move. They ain't moving unless I hit him. It's a very violent world we live in. Because this is now a fire hazard. Now where's the future? Are you the future? You're not the future, are you? You're the present. I don't need a present, I need a future. Oh, future. Where you hiding? Wait, hang on, can I just... Oh, never mind. It's just right there. I don't need no future to do this, apparently. I just take chess. And I get... Struggle! I'm really regretting not calling it it. Well, I have a mana creator now, I guess. Hooray! I have Struggle. I mean, I say that, but I really wanted it to just be Struggle. I'm gonna be struggling. But it's only 7 letters. So it would have been it. With 2 spaces on each side. But according to then this one, I have one card missing. Interesting. Let's just return to the present. Or, as Nefari would say, our timeline. Which, I'm not so sure about. It's that it is the majority of the group's timeline, because it is Nefari and Violet's timeline. But I don't know for me, and it definitely ain't Dave's timeline. Now we can leave.
Sorry, Bub, I can't believe in this forest. Fairy folk like me couldn't live in it outside. It's a matter of quantum physics. Because I can't be in every time and multiple spaces at once, or some junk. Bye-bye now.
I'm free.
Woohoo!
What just happened? It's as they said, but at the same time, they were in multiple spaces and times at the same time.
You blew up all them sadistas. Pretty strong for a human, ain't ya? Hurry, let's go and see the Yoda tree.
Okay.
Already back? Well then, let's split.
I feel like I'm being gaslit by Struggle. And he couldn't leave her because he couldn't be in multiple places at the same time, but here we see them. Multiple places at the same time. No problemo. Well, I believe going backwards is faster than going normal route. So I'll try that. And obviously I'm going to go to Yoda. 3. Because I want to see what he gives me. Which might be a card and then be the last thing I need in this place. Wait, hang on, that's Hazard Zone, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's safe, it's fine. It's fine. It would be nice if this path could go the entire way to the Yoda. It can.
Yes, good. Continue. Hello. Oh, fragment the forest from the sadistas you have. Reward you, I must then.
You got Yoda tree. Of course, he made one for himself.
The whole forest thanks you for your aid. For your aid, thanks you, the whole forest does. Yes. Sentence good.
Yeah, he slipped up for a moment there. What a fool. Okay, I have all the cards now. Wonderful. What is the Yoda tree? It's another mana creator, but it's an expensive one and it's really tanky. Interesting. Interesting. I like it. Now to travel back to the past so that I may travel back to the present so that I may travel out of the forest. Confusing? I think so. But progress made. There we go. Now we just have to cut some grass twice. Because the world never remembers. It never remembers. It keeps forgetting. Bram. And now I'm gonna be gaslit again.
Sorry, Bub, I can't be leaving this forest. Fairy folk like me couldn't live in the outside. It's a matter of quantum physics, because I can't be in every time and multiple spaces at once or some junk. Bye-bye now.
It said, all moments later appearing out of my pocket moments ago. I don't trust the strudel. I don't trust it as far as I can toss it, and I'm fairly certain I can toss it quite far. Hello.
Thank you for aiding the guardian of the sacred grove. Your adventures make me want to see the world. I'm still hesitant.
Now one would assume that this is then the Nefari's grandma. But no. I'm doubling down on it being the one I utterly crushed in the card game. It wants revenge. Hello.
You found a Magi Key fragment, Shu. Your choice draws nearer still.
Now move aside, I have a lot of people in line. Yeah, they haven't moved since. Are you standing there because you're waiting for the prophet to figure out what your next quest is, but currently they have the solution for him and not you?
Probably.
And again, it does make sense to have him at the first in queue. I feel like he has a lot of quests that keeps appearing. Now to leave this forest alive. Hooray! We live. Another fragment collected. Only 2 left. I don't remember what those 2... Well, one of them is time, and the other is the demonian thingamajig. Which might be... Earth? Fire? No, fire is all... Earth, then. Ice. Fire. Nature. Nature is already a thing, though. Anyway, I have a plan, and I'm gonna do that first of all. I'm gonna go and check if Jatai is someone who can help Dave in his palace. Because I have... 3 man. Also, it's a Carter. Because I haven't beaten him. I see the blue is an indicator of this person can give you something, and then yellow is chests. I see. I'm understanding the radar. It has yet to show me a single golden ball with stars inside of it, though. Impressive. You have the fragment of nature. Sometimes I'd like to remove myself from time, like the sylphs did. But I know it would only be eternal prison. What I need is the ultimate freedom. That feels wrong. Come and see me if you need more information on the fragments of the Magi Key. And all that jazz. As the pirates would say.
And all that jazz.
Now then. I'm gonna do... the Jatai. Confirm whether or not he is gonna help Dave. I assume he's not. But he might do. And if he does... I'ma be happy. If he doesn't, then I still have some place to discover because I don't know how to get Dave upgraded, and Dave is the one I'm gonna upgrade first, no matter what. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find the rest of the palace. Also, I have a radar. Okay, there's no chest in this place at least. That's confirmed. Mighty shrubs, perish before your lord and overlord. Hello, can you talk? You can't talk. Of course you can't talk. Why would you be able to talk? Which one of you wanted you challenge me to card games? I'll do it. Ready for a game of cards? Yes. I will win, for I have myself. Which I immediately didn't utilize because I have a lot of mana when I do that, and I can hurt you for my victory. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, they took each other out, but he's winning with the tree. I want the tree out. Okay, you are one, and you are one. But if I do you... Actually, I can only summon one of them, honestly, so... I'm summoning the tree. 'Cause that's a lot of mana. Like, it's one man. But one is better than none. They have 6 mana. I'm afraid. The sylph. Go away. I have a sylph to summon. I regret summoning the sylph there. They live, but they're in danger. Man! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Where am I when I need myself? Who's the sacrificial pawn? You're expensive. I'm sacrificing this one. I'm gonna take most of that damage either way. I'm winning! Can I draw myself? I'm not winning. I'm not winning! Ow. Yes. Now, if only I had enough mana, I would summon both of them. I can't. So I'll summon the one who can take the more hits. Yes? Now I'll summon him. Yeah. Yeah, he'll kill him. Well, let's go. It's not like he would be able to survive either way, but I can win with this deck. Maybe. Yeah. My people are dying. Hang on. Let's just put you there. I can take the 2 damage. Aha! So much mana! The moment I draw a good card, I win. What even is that? Why is that a card? That should not be a card. Things that are cards that shouldn't be cards, that's one of those things. Okay, let's just spend some mana here. 1 to protect you. 1 to kill that thing, and 1 to support him killing that thing. It's working. It's working. Oh no. It's not working. Reno, or me. I need someone. Maybe both. Me. I'll use the squirrel as defense. And I kill him. I can send a bear to protect. Perfect plan. My victory is for sure ensued at this point. Right? Oh no. An eyeball. For shame. Oh, let's just win with this, I guess. Kill him! Victory! And 8 mana to spare. I was so close. There, you deserve this card. Which card is it? You got Armos. Armos? Is that a really tanky 1 damage dealer? Armos, where are you? Ah, Armos. Armos. 4 mana, that's expensive for only costing or giving 2. But it is 10 health though, so it's just a tank to put out. But when someone has a damage dealer, it ain't gonna do anything. Well, it's a good thing I'm starting to win card games now with me actually having card options. Now to enter the Dungeon of Jatai. I am honestly guessing his name at this point, because I don't remember. Open the path. I want to talk to my friend. Can I talk to him? Or do I have to fight him? Please let me talk to him. Hey, dude. Have we talked?
Hi, friends. It's good to see you again. Even if my pot's budget exploded. I hope you are having a good time.
Yes, hello. I can't talk to him. I can only challenge him to a game of cards. Well then. I might as well since I'm here. Yes. Wait. Oh, he has a lot. Of course he has a lot. Why wouldn't he have a lot? Kill him. I don't think I can win this. I barely won the last fight. Meow. Ah, it's me. So, 2 and 2. I can gain 4. That is enough for him. And if I place him there, I can just start dealing damage. And I'ma do that. I do more than the 3 damage you do, you fool! Oh no. It's gonna waste me. Yeah. I'm gonna waste the shoe damage. Okay. He's a tank, and I'm gonna utilize that tank. Alright, I'm gonna have to sacrifice both of them to utilize this tank, but it's also mana generation. I'm losing slowly. It's a problem that my really powerful damage dealer there is... he is allowed to attack now. Wonderful. Reno! Ah, Reno. That sucks. Well, I guess I'll just summon you there. And you down here. Sure, that'll work. Perfect. They'll live for longer now. And I will have... Oh no, it's a ghost. I wasn't ready to fight the ghost today. Yeah. Explosive mice. Squirrel with a gun. Slime for fun. I mean, he'll die, but he'll slowly whittle him down. Oh no! Shoe's in danger! Shoe's safe. Nah! My mana! It's time for the bear. Yes. And then we'll send the elite guard to protect him, I guess. And we'll send the rat team to tag duel that thing. Just hurt him as much as possible. This way I win. Okay, I just have to deal damage. I can only gain 3. I thought I had that. What I do? Hang on. With this, I win. Ha! Yes. No! There, you deserve this, scars.
You got your tie!
I have Jatai now.
Where are you, Jatai? Where are you?
Jatai! Look at that smug face. He happy. Now, I guess I might as well just get that last chest as well then. Why not? It's this way. Yeah, it's gonna be... Boo. I just remember these sort of thing. What a fool. Okay, nothing. Where's the chest? It's way up in there. Somewhere. No? Are most of them gone or something? Has this place become safer? It feels like they made it safer. I don't really remember what happened in here, for the most part. It's right here. What do you mean, right here? What do you mean? Up there or something? It's down there. Has to be down there. Oops. Oh, I can just walk past everything now, it seems, so... No. Is that piranhas?
Oh.
Didn't think I had to deal with piranhas. Didn't have to deal with that before. Or did I? Ow. Okay, kinda have to. Okay, I have to. Dave! Do the thing. I found the chest.
Oh.
Ow. You've been defeated by dying piranhas. How do I get up there? Oh, I just never walked over there. I am ashamed. I am very ashamed. Oh, it's easy to get there. I just need to kill everything first. Where's your friend? There's your friend. Any more skeletons? There should be one more then? Or is it those two? No? Anyone? Ah, there you go. There we go. Everything has to die so that you may progress the game. And push that one thing in the middle. Let's go. All this for one chest that probably contains a green goop. I would assume it's green goop. I am thoroughly embarrassed that I didn't manage to find that chest the first time. I have failed you all. At right side, I bought a radar for this exact purpose. Probably gonna be one stream dedicated to me for just finding everything I've missed.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow. Ow. I'm being defeated. Okay, you can slightly see it through the floor. You got Orokin ore! Okay, that was worth it. Which Orokin do I have now? I have 4. One more and I can afford a chest plate, meaning I take less damage. I want that. Or I get the belt. What does the belt do? I don't know. Probably something positive. It would be nice to have extra defense for whatever comes into the future. I don't really know if it has an effect on the different game modes. But if it does, that would be neat. I just more defended in other games and can do more damage in other games because, hehe, I'm stacked out with proper gear. So much nicer, but at the same time, this place is dead. Like, dead silent. There is no music at all. And Jatai just lives here with no music. Was there no music in that place to begin with? Like, no music or atmosphere in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, well. Time to find a good spot to end, and I know exactly where to go. But I will do some time travel, because that will make it easy for me in the future. Back to the Magi place. I'm gonna be going to the giant portal when I end this. But I believe the next place I will be going to on the next stream will be the Demon Lands. It happened again. I was about to say, the darkness is consuming everything. We're all gonna die. But then it ended, so it's fine. I'm gonna make sure that I am in the past. Because if I travel to the Demon Lands, I want to travel to the Demon Lands during the wartime. Am I gonna join war? What a game mode would war be? I'm split between it being a RTS or just a pure strategy game. Or turn-based strategy game. Well, it's saved. It's not gonna save me going through that portal. And I gotta make sure it actually saved. I'm paranoid like that. It hasn't saved a few times when I did that. Okay, it did save. Wonderful! That's where we're gonna leave it off for today then. Next stream is gonna be either on Thursday or Friday, as I am busy tomorrow. So, I hope you all had a good time. And I see you all next time. Bye-bye.
The stream is done now for the day. The North House doors are closed. But look forward to another day when it all's once more unlocked.